Hi, everybody. I'm Brittany Lewis, a breaking news reporter here at Forbes. Joining me once again is Blois Olson. He's a political analyst and the publisher of Morning Take. Blois, thank you so much for joining me.
Happy to be here, Brittany.
I'm grateful for you coming on because you have been on a few times now trying to make sense of what we're seeing out of Minneapolis. And this time, over the weekend, we saw another person killed by federal agents in the city. This time, it was the 37-year-old ICU nurse named Alex Pretti. He was fatally shot by multiple Border Patrol agents. So to start off the conversation, what is the mood right now in Minneapolis?
You know, the mood has just been dark and deep. I mean, you saw last week a peaceful protest of 50,000 people downtown Minneapolis. It was bitter cold, 20 below zero, felt like 30 below zero. Then on Saturday morning, all of that optimism of kind of peaceful civil rights-like energy shifted again to this idea that in the neighborhood where a lot of people go, it's actually called the Eat Street neighborhood. So tons of local restaurants, a vibrant neighborhood, and on a Saturday morning when there's a notable donut shop in that block, and a ton of people travel from all over the Twin Cities to go get donuts there. And so the idea that this happened in a place where people come to celebrate, I think really put a damper, not a damper, I mean, it just really was the latest blow to our city, our region, our state, that made everybody more angry, more upset, more willing to just push as hard as they could to, get federal agents to leave Minnesota.
And I think something we saw, especially in this incident, is we saw immediately, pretty much immediately, multiple versions and angles of the video of exactly what happened go viral, right? And you see Alex Pretti seemingly recording agents with his phone, right? He appeared to peacefully intervene in an altercation between agents and other observers. He was then pepper sprayed. Multiple agents jumped on him. And then within the span of just a few seconds, multiple shots were fired and he was laying there dead. People all saw this on the internet. People all saw this around the country and the world unfold. But what we heard from the administration was a different story. You heard DHS Secretary Kristi Noem describe it as an armed suspect reacted violently. He came onto the scene to inflict maximum damage. He was called by members of the Trump administration a domestic terrorist, things like that. And when you watch the video and then you hear what they're saying, I mean, the two aren't squaring up. Is that how pretty much everyone in Minneapolis feels right now?
Absolutely. I think anybody, you don't have to be in Minneapolis, you don't have to be in Minnesota. I think the country or the world saw that. And Brittany, I just want to pull back because I think this is one of those important moments that the democratization of media, the presence of phones on or cameras on our phone begins to show that you can't mislead the public. You have to be transparent and honest if you want the public to trust you. And I say that in the same way we watch politics, is that there's so much noise, but it's your own brain, your own eyes that is the real signal on what the truth is. And I want to just bring people back to 2024. It was Joe Biden's performance in that debate that made people see with their own eyes and hear with their own ears that he probably was in a different state than he was when he first got elected. And that caused Democrats a lot of damage. And that also is what we're seeing here. And that's where I think one of the political takeaways here is don't try to suggest something is different when nearly everything is on film these days.